Hello everyone and welcome back. If you're returning, if this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, hello and welcome, and I really hope you do come back. So for many of you, you're not used to seeing me in daylight, so hopefully I don't scare you too much. But I just had to jump on and do this very quick message. Now this isn't my Divine Masculine message, that'll be coming later, my Twin Flame message from the masculines. Such powerful love frequencies coming through today, mind-blowingly so I can't wait to bring that message through later. But just before I was going to start this message, there's so many orbs dashing around, so I'm going to try not to get distracted, and hopefully they show up in the camera for you guys. Beautiful energy coming through. I just put out a post about it, and I put out a post yesterday where I channeled a message through to you all from Mother Mary, and I'm going to be using her deck in a moment as well to get a message from her in this reading. And I'm going to be using my Christ Consciousness deck, and we're going to be tapping into overall energies. But I'm here just to say that something positive, and I've been feeling this. I channeled the song a few weeks ago, Radioactive, and it was actually came through in a love message. But I felt it was more significant to something, a mass awakening, something about to transform, something about to change. But I'm not going to sit here and say I can prophesize the future. I'm a seer. I tap into past, present, and future energies, but everything changes and is completely always evolving and changing. Time is fluid. So I never ever sit here and say, I know this for sure is going to happen, or I always just say, I feel something could happen, I feel something good is about to happen, and stuff like that, because time does change, and it's not my place to sit and say to you all that I know above everyone else, because I don't. I just take my guidance from my higher self, who's an ascended master, and from God and from the angels, just like everybody else. Okay, so I've been feeling though, since that song came through, there was some sort of liberation, definitely for the Divine Masculines, but just for loads of people in general. And a few nights ago, when I did my 7/7 message before 7/7, just because I was doing my workshop last night, which was amazing, and I'll tell you all more of that in my other message later. But I've been feeling it coming for a while, and I just had to, all I know was I'd been told just to keep on getting out there, focus on positivity, peace, you know, and I kept on saying to you that I was envisioning two sides laying down their arms and the sun set coming up in the background and people hugging and harmony being restored and some kind of ceasefire happening. And I just remember I was being told to keep on pushing that narrative, and I just knew it was going to help in some way, but I didn't know what it was going to do. And this morning I got it confirmed during my morning prayer meditation that something positive has shifted and in favour of humanity, because that positivity and that higher vibration of love came through. So I don't know what, and I can't sit here and tell you I can't tell you if there's something that should have happened that didn't, or something was I don't know enough about that, and I can't sit here and say I do, because I don't know it all. I'm not one of these people who's going to sit and tell you everything I say, you should listen to me, and I'm, you know, everything I say is true and all the rest of it, because I can only tell you what I feel in the moment, what the energies are in the moment, and it's up to you to use your discernment and trust your own judgment. But I can only give you what is coming through at that time when I do these messages, when I tap into my higher self and I tap into my inner guidance and my divine guidance. I can only tell you what comes through and the feelings that come through and the notes I get in that moment. So definitely, as I say, something has changed for the better, that's all I can say. And I do feel there's more and more awakenings occurring. So let's do it. Calling in heavenly ancestors, spirit guides, the archangels of love and light, and the ascended masters of the highest pure divine light, I call you in now for your love, your guidance, your blessings and protection throughout, as I bring forward this message for the collective. Archangel Michael, can you please surround my children, my dog, my home and myself in a golden bubble of God's protection at all times as I bring forward this message for the collective. Can also request Archangel Michael that whoever watches this message online, you surround them, their loved ones, their home and pets in a golden bubble of God's protection also. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Archangel Metatron, can you please stabilise the connection between myself and Spirit, ensuring only clear and concise messages can come through for the collective's highest and greatest good at all times. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. Sending love, light and gratitude. And so it is. Now you'll notice I said collective, not Twin Flame Collective, because I do feel this is a collective energy. My other channel is generally where I like to channel collective messages, but I do feel this is one for the Twin Flame Collective and the collective. And I have some messages recorded for my other channel later. So there's definitely, I've got a lot to record today basically. But this is just going to be a very, very quick message compared to my usual. And we're going to tap into those energies. So that's why I didn't have my usual opening speech about I'm a twin flame too, and if you've been guided this channel, because this is definitely going to be more a collective message. So other people who are not twin flames will hopefully find this and resonate with this energy. So let's clear the energy and let's get started. It's hard to explain to you right now, but my vibration has just shot up, like you know, like at the fair when people hit those things with a big hammer and it goes woo ding and hits the bell at the top. That's what just happened to me there. It was like I got a spike in positivity. Okay, Archangel Metatron is here. Yeshua. Dolphin energy, which I'm not surprised about because I've definitely got some Lemurian energy to come through later as well. Dolphins are obviously joy, happiness, positivity, high vibrational energy. Let's see. So let's tap into the energy right now. What is going on for the collective right now with this timeline jump? What do you need the collective to know at this time about this energy? I'm just here and just stay upbeat. There's something, I mean, I just feel like there's some sort of celebration here. Yeah, awakening genius and quieting the mind. Now, during my morning meditation, at one point I gave myself a talking to. I said, quiet your mind, clear your mind. And I just made my mind go a complete blank for a moment. And I started to hear and feel more and more things. So this it's very easy to allow your mind, because your mind's always going so fast and so many miles per hour. But sometimes it's very good to just call it back, take time, sit in that peaceful energy and just remind yourself to clear your mind. It's like clearing your schedule of your mind for the day. Okay, like I know I've got this to do, I know I've got washing to do, I know I've got to go to the grocers, but just clear it for a moment and listen to something, because there's definitely a lot of energy coming through here of this awakening, seeing things clearer. And it's good just to, this is the right time. This is the perfect time. I'm hearing the perfect time to sit down, go into some quiet time, clear your mind and connect in a much clearer way with your guides and ancestors and angels and things, because they're coming through. This frequency has definitely given them, and this timeline jump as well for many of you has given them a clearer direct line to connect with you. Uncharted sea. Now this is just saying that for many of you, you may have felt like a bit like you're not sure what's going on right now. You're especially this awakened energy. A lot of masculines are in this energy right now. They're in this energy, and I saw one of my cards in my Akashic Records deck, which I haven't used for about a year, but maybe not quite that, but I was seeing the card about the unknown path, and it was all about, there was one path that was lit up, the safe path, where a lot of masculine energies in particular like to stay on that path because they say, well, it's comfortable, you know, I'm kind of settled, I've got stability here. And there's also the path that's kind of darker and unknown. You can't see clearly to the end of that path, but actually the unknown path is going to be the one that is going to bring in the most reward, because you're taking a leap of faith into uncharted waters, knowing and trusting that it's going to lead you to where you need to be. So there's something here about, this could be a message for a lot of people who are actually just going through awakenings, or maybe your masculines have. There's just something here about quieting the mind. You're in uncharted waters right now, but it's because you're going through some sort of process. Yeah, the great balance of this great big love. There's some, I mean, this is the most powerful card of love in this deck. And the balance is coming in here. And look at the angel wings coming out the top. There's this great big love is coming in. It's the energy, it's hard to put into words, but I know a lot of you know where I'm coming from when I talk about this. It's the kind of love that makes you just cry because you feel it. And I myself, all the time during my meditation and prayer and stuff, especially when I'm working with the unicorns and the dragons and Archangel Metatron and other angels and things, it's just pure love. And it just makes you want to weep because it's so overwhelming sometimes, your emotions. And I do feel that this great big love is like, as I said, it's like a tidal wave of just big love that's coming in here. And it's going to change things. Yeah, see, the land between. I was talking the other night in my last message about that Middle Earth energy, about, you know, Lord of the Rings and how they all had to get on the boat and ascend to the Middle Earth. And this is definitely what I feel. See, this kind of Middle Earth energy here, where this great tidal wave of love here is coming in. And the best way to ensure you're riding the wave of this big love is just to stay positive. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard, but that's why it's so important to do those you know, the karmic release sessions, looking back into your past lives and figuring out what it is that you're repeating. Let it go. Any resentment you feel, let it go. Just loving your brothers and sisters. Love thy neighbour. Love your brothers and sisters. And even the ones who have hurt you or wronged you. I can't explain how, and it's not, I'm not just going to sit here and preach to you, oh, love everyone. It's not like about like Woodstock, you know, peace, love, and love everyone. That's not the kind of love I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you change the feelings, the negative feelings you have for someone, when you can release the negative feeling and transmute it to a positive one where you go, okay, you betrayed me, but when I look deeper into the situation, I can understand why you did that. You were trying to keep yourself from letting your guard down. You were trying to, you know, you were trying to make yourself look better, because generally when people hurt you or betray you, it's because they're dealing with something painful themselves. And that's when you start to understand that people hurt people. People aren't just mean for the sake of it. In my mind anyway, there's always some underlying thing that's causing them to be like that. So when you look a little deeper, you'll see that even the people that have wronged you, when you find forgiveness in your heart for them, when you can find forgiveness in your heart for them, and the tall tale come out, this is just backing up what I was talking about. This is people who, you know, they wear a mask, they try and cover up their true feelings and emotions by disguising them, by, you know, trying to manipulate others in order to not have to show their true self. And so when you've had people around you who've tried to cover up for who they are, they've tried to wear a mask, they've tried to always find a reason and an excuse for the way they are, you just have to trust it's because they're unhealed and they just need some love in their life as well. So I do feel that come through strongly. Give me another couple here for this overall energy for the collective right now. What they need to know. Oh my goodness. Now the Rosie's Kiss and the Grand Symphony. I said the other night, I was talking about roses, particularly the blue rose, and I'm going to use the blue rose, my blue rose tonight. I'm going to have it with me in my message tonight. But see, look at this. The rose and the Grand Symphony. And I mentioned the other night about the orchestra. How when I went to a Vivaldi concert, it started off very slow and graceful and cheerful, and with the springtime and the summertime energy. Then by the time we got to autumn and winter, it was really fierce and like really had hit a really crescendo point in the concert. And that's what I was feeling. There's something here, there's building, there's this great big love is building. But the Rosie's Kiss, this is Venus energy, powerful Venus energy. I just feel there's just a strong energy of balancing here, working together. Be great and full. Yeah, great and full. This is all about being grateful. You know, you can be great when you're grateful. Be thankful. Be grateful. And the more thankful and grateful you are for the things you have in your life, the more that multiplies and comes more and more into your life. If you're grateful for the beautiful friendships you have in your life, trust you will have so many more good friends coming in. If you're grateful for that true love that you have with your masculine, trust that true love will just deepen and deepen and deepen and evolve over time. Yeah, and take a deep breath. Above all else, breathe. Breathe. And your breath is so important for your meditations as well. You know, I used to always practice I used to do 4 square breathing, and then I started doing like the deep breath in, pushing out my belly, and then and now my breathing has changed, and the way that I connect has changed. I still breathe out, but I don't take such big intakes of breath in now. I kind of it's short breath in, like, and then short breath in, long breath out. And you will find when you do that, just take a normal intake of breath and then as long inhalation as you can, you'll find your body just start to relax and relax and relax, and you will find it a lot quicker to enter into a meditation state. And let's split the deck. The storyteller. Now this is all about the stories you tell yourself. And this is all about rewriting your own story. And you know, you see the feather and the key and the ink here. So the ink and the quill here. So this is just saying you have the key. You can rewrite your own story here. You can change your future by rewriting it. And how you do that is you focus on love, you focus on gratitude, and you focus on positivity. You focus on the things you do want in your life, not the things you don't want. You focus on the things that you can change, not the things you can't change. You know, everything is possible, but you have to truly believe it's possible. And you have to have that faith and love in your heart. And just as I say that, faith over fear, the card faith over fear. You have to release the fear, you have to release the negativity, and just trust. You just have to trust. And especially when you're on the twin flame journey, you just have to trust your person is going to return to your life. And when you trust, things start to change. When you release, let go, trust. So let's see. Can I get some cards? If I can ask you, Yeshua, please, to help me with this. Anything that wants to come through. Okay, so the sacred sensuality, healing and connection. Now this is my twin flame card in this deck. So I feel like Yeshua is just letting you know that your twin flame connection is more important than ever right now. The frequency that's coming from you and your person's twin flame connection is so, so important. And as I was saying to ladies in my workshop last night, divine feminines, we are incredible right now. We are holding space. We are sending out those loving, healing intentions. We are helping others to awaken. We are helping to heal our masculines. We are doing so much for the world and for everyone in the world and for nature and things like that, just by holding that beautiful frequency of unconditional love for self first and foremost. But there's something coming through here about your connection with your twin flame is definitely helping and creating some powerful change and light in this world. Yeah, I'm just seeing a field of sunflowers. True positivity. Yeah, it's I don't know why I'm crying right now. The open door. Christ is within you. So it's just so strange. I just got a really big wave of love. That's what I was telling you about, the waves of love that makes me cry. Yeah, this is what I'm feeling. It's just, there's a sense of joy and peace and love coming through here so strongly. And just saying, like, Yeshua's just reminding you all, those of you that know him as Yeshua, some of you still like to call him Jesus, and trust me, he does connect with you on both levels. But just a reminder that he's always with you. He's always within you. That is that Christ consciousness. This is the Christ consciousness that connects us all. The oneness with nature, with animals, with everything, the trees, the elements, oneness, Christ consciousness. That's your heart portal. And it's just saying that the twin flame connections right now, the more you're connecting through your heart space with your masculines, and at yesterday's workshop on the 7/7 portal, we actually did a Yeshua and Mary Magdalene soul merge for the Twin Flame Collective, and it was beautiful, because I've been doing that meditation that Yeshua wrote for me. It's not a meditation, it's an actual activation, but it's an activation that Yeshua wrote, and every time I've been doing it, more and more light codes have been pouring in to my masculine eye. And so the Twin Flame Collective right now are definitely carrying sacred light codes here for a lot of the changes that are happening within the world as well, the positive changes. Okay. So your spiritual practice, structure and routine. So this is just saying your regular spiritual practice is helping as well. Now, part of your regular spiritual practice is you're cleansing your space, cleansing yourself, healthy living, in the sense, like, we're all allowed to have a bit of fun with our eating, okay? We all like a bit of cake and a bit of chocolate and things like that. I'm more talking about making sure you put the right things in your body as well. No one's saying you just have to live like some sort of, you have to live where you only live on fruit and veg or whatever. No, just reminding yourself to put whatever your body needs into your body. If your body wants, more vitamins, if your body's asking you to give it more vitamin C, eat more oranges, things like that, just listen to your body, but also your spiritual practice of cleansing your space, your meditation, your prayer. All these things are all part of your spiritual practice. And I've been literally doing the same practice now for 3 years, every single day. Even when I'm not at home, even when I'm away with friends, anything like that at all, I still keep my same practice going. And that's such an important thing. Your prayer, your meditation, cleansing your space, keeping yourself clean, going into, when you go into water, imagine it as a waterfall and just see it as being pure white light. And as you're using water, when you're drinking it, when you're bathing in it, when you're showering in it, thank you. I love you. I bless you. I bless all waters of the world and thank you for the cleansing and the healing you're providing for me. And these kind of little important practices will do you so much good. So anything else here? Thank you. Peace and harmony. I really hope this card came out calming your mind and knowing that everything here is going exactly to plan. And I put out these positive affirmations on my post yesterday, which came through from Mother Mary. So saying those affirmations on a daily basis, making that part of your routine as well, will truly help. It's amazing when you say those affirmations out loud with conviction and knowing your heart it's true. You will feel your vibration rise immediately. You will feel your vibration rise immediately. And, you know, because you are deserving of all of that and more. So look at this, the inner child, vulnerability. Now, it's so, so important, just as I was speaking about Mother Mary, it's so, so important to connect with Mother Mary more than ever right now. She is helping people all over the world and beyond to help them to heal and really, really connect to that inner child more than ever right now, because your inner child is the vulnerable part of you. Your inner child is the one that wants to play and be free and just be heard. So many people's inner child have, and especially masculines, they are afraid to be vulnerable because many of them have been told vulnerability is toxic. You know, you can't show your emotions, you can't, you know, be vulnerable, and it's effectively shut off their divine feminine. That's why many masculines, when they start to feel vulnerable, when they meet their divine feminines, they shut down, they run, they shut down, because, you know, as much as their inner child is like, yeah, I want to be free, I want to be happy, they fear being vulnerable because they've been taught their whole life that being vulnerable is wrong. You need to be tougher. You need to be made of tough stuff. You can't let people see you cry. You can't be emotional. You know, crying is for sissies, etc., etc. So there's something here about tapping into that inner child in all of us, not just the masculines, in all of us, and just allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Because I said in my message a few nights ago that allowing your, like, divine feminines have to allow themselves to be vulnerable as well. It's a two-way street. So this is being the teacher here. It's when you're willing to be a good example to others. And by being a good example to others, yeah, starts with forgiveness and compassion. It's just, this is what you're teaching the next generation. A time of compassion, forgiveness, love for yourself. It's just so, so important. It's so important. I mean, Yeshua was the ultimate teacher when it came to forgiveness and compassion and love. There was no difference. He saw no difference with someone who had nothing and someone who was rich, with someone who was classed as a criminal, with someone who was classed as nobility. He saw no difference. He just saw a person, a human, somebody he was willing to connect with on a much higher level. And I do feel that's something that the next generation is going to come to understand. It's more about the soul connection and the way you can connect with someone without seeing them or judging them in any harsh way. And you know, there's something we really need to be mindful of, especially around like our children and things. So shared mission, Jesus and Mary. So it just says, yeah, sacred union, holy grail. So this is just saying, I'm saying shared mission, but it's actually the union card. This is the holy union card. So for many twin flames, this is what's coming in here for you as well. You have that sacred union energy, which has been coming through loudly for some time. And I do feel the 7-7 portal yesterday helped to align. I'm just getting one more. Yeah, see? Now, I should have said, because at the start of, just before I started this message, I saw someone's blindfold coming off, and I actually forgot this card was in this deck. So this must have been what they were trying to allude to here. Like, many masculines right now are feeling this. They're feeling this. And I feel it's because of your compassion that the masculines are actually starting to see the truth now. I've always said that, like, the more the divine feminine sits in the energy of forgiveness and unconditional love and compassion, and just keep sending those loving intentions to your masculine in prayer, pray for them, send them healing, send them love, send them blessings, regardless of their situation. You know, like when you love your masculine enough to keep sending them love and healing, and love them enough that, you know, you say, well, if they're happy where they are, I have to just accept that. I have to accept they've exacted their true will, their free will. But in doing that, you actually change the dynamics of your connection because your masculine feels it. When you're saying, I love you enough to accept this is the way things are, and you decide that you're going to choose yourself, etc., etc., it changes things. It makes the masculine actually see clearly. It makes them see things more clearly, and it makes them see that the situation they're in is not actually what they want. Your masculine will mirror you, everything you do. And when you love them enough to release them, they feel it. And it just makes them then want to magnetize back towards you even more, because at the end of the day, they only keep running as long as you're chasing. And again, you know, when you pull back, the blindfold falls off. The masculines see clearly. And I do feel for many masculines there has been some sort of massive shift here in the consciousness. So yeah, living from the heart space, softening and opening up to love. And right behind that is a resurrection, which is a transformation card. So this is like the heart chakra opening for many masculines. So there's something coming through here that I feel Yeshua is just wanting people to reiterate. And there's the Ascension card and the Freedom card with the hot air balloon. Ascending towards freedom and happiness. There's something about the twin flame unions right now that are so significant. And I just feel it's keep on being that guiding light to each other, because, as I say, it changed my connection completely as soon as when I had the emotional conversation with my masculine. And he, you know, we shared a lot of things, and trust me, sometimes, a lot of the time, the things you think have happened in the past didn't happen. It's like your ego or watching too many tarot reads or something. And it was like when I had that conversation with him, it changed the entire dynamics of our connection. And although he's still, you know, he's still got a lot of karmic things to deal with in his life, at least we now know, we now know in the 3D as well as the 5D how connected we are and how much we love each other. And, you know, I have to just let things happen the way they're supposed to now. I have to let him make the choices that are right for him. But I have to give him the love and not judge him too harshly. Just as I said, the judgmental card, I cannot judge him too harshly. I just have to release it now and go, I know he's always going to be part of my life in the 3D, and I know he's always with me in the 5D, and I know he's always with me. More to the point, he's always with me. So, but when you do that, it changes things. It does change things. And remember I said at the start about loving your brothers and sisters and creating some positive change, unity, consciousness here in the world. And look at those two cards. Follow my lead. Follow my lead. Love is transcending all fear. The power of love is strengthening not only your twin flame connections and your connection with others, but it's strengthening the unity around the world. And, you know, just, yeah, it's a time to sing and bring more joy to your life. And this is, you know, when I was talking about the two sides laying down their arms, I was seeing this, like, hugging each other in front of the sunrise. Seeing the duality in each other. A time to sing for joy. Yeah, compassion. It says, be gentle, responding softly to others. This is what I feel, it's just such a time of, just a time to understand each other. Understand, that's what I'm talking about, even the karmics, you know, they have feelings too. They have emotions too, and they have a past as well. And it's just a time to see and acknowledge people's differences and try not to judge them too harshly. Just understand everyone had a reason for their behaviour. So let's see. Okay, let's get a message from Mother Mary. This was supposed to be a shorter message, but it's turned out to be just as long. But let's see. I love that message from Yeshua. There's just something changing right now. The inner child is becoming more free. Unity consciousness. And I'm not going to tap too much more into Yeshua's energy because I'm going to start crying again. But there's just a strong energy of it's a time to stand together. It's a time to stand shoulder to shoulder with each other. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if it was just me that saw that or you saw that. But I just saw like a huge golden light just go right across me as I felt a wave of emotions coming up again. And I don't know if that showed up on the camera or not, but wow. Well, so let's see. Can I get a message, please? Can I get a message to close out this reading? Oh, this has been such an emotional message. Oh, okay. So I'm been told to take two, so I'm going to take one more. And this one. Okay. Oh, I've got three. I've been given three. Okay. So bear with me. As I say, I did not plan on going this long, but oh. Okay, let's pull these messages. Our Lady of Quiet Blossoming. So it says, I hear the inaudible, see the invisible, and feel the intangible. I sense the signs of growth before you and can do so now, beloved. So believe me now as I say to you, you are growing and you must trust, for the seed needs all to strengthen, to push up from the weighty soil that provides nourishment. It must find its way with absolute intent, even with the most loving gardener tending to it. Great focus is required for the seed to burst open so that the plant may grow fully. And it's so strange because I've been seeing that. I've been seeing like in my mind's eye, I've been waking up in the middle of the night and sending out love. I've been waking up literally just sending out light and love in my sleep. And I was seeing like little shoots like growing up from soil last night. That is so signs of your spiritual growth are subtle at first, and yet eventually evidence of your inner work becomes so obvious that our world begins to transform. That's exactly what I'm feeling. Before the transformation bears fruit, however, we must labour with great trust when we have no sense of our growth happening. So it's just saying during these times we are yet to see evidence of our growth in the physical world, but trust and feel most certain that it is on its way. Oh my goodness. Our Lady who prevents interference. And that's 22, so that's straight after 21. Wow. Your inner light is growing now, my beloved, and through love you're attracting many who can be nourished by you. As the love in you blossoms, there are others who are captivated by you and also captured in fear, who may feel threatened by you and wish to distract your growth. I am your salvation and protection, for my love is greater than any fear you have. Place your loving trust in me. You shall not be harmed, nor shall you be swayed from your inevitable spiritual success. On my path of love, I prevent spiritual sabotage from succeeding. The success on your path through me is a triumph of spiritual freedom for you and for all others. So this is just saying, don't let anyone quash your light or try and bring you down, okay? Mother Mary's saying, take strength from her. Stand in your light, stand in your power, because you are doing something amazing in the world. You're helping to transform the world. Just keep moving forward and stay positive and stand in your light. And don't let anyone tell you that you're not good enough. Okay. Our Lady of Sacred Union. So again, that Sacred Union energy coming through, that came through with Yeshua's card as well. So let's see. Oh my goodness, I feel so emotional. I'm going to have to try and calm down a bit before my next. Where is that one? Where is that one? Oh, no wonder I went right past it. Our Lady of Sacred Union. There is a conflict occurring within you, and perhaps you see this reflected in your world. There are warring opposites trying to find a way to be together in peace. It is not because you are doing something wrong, it's because you are doing something right. You are growing, you are evolving, and I will keep you safe the entire time. I will ensure you find the way by which all can function in harmony. Trust me as I guide you into sacred union within yourself and with the world around you. Do not give up, my beloved. Harmony will find its way into your heart now. There might be a choice that needs to be made between this way or that. Sometimes this is healthy and essential for your growth. Yet there are other times when a choice of inclusion, choosing both this way and that, is the way through which we can best grow. A choice of inclusion allows us to learn how to bring apparently opposite forces together into harmony within us and in our world. This might be showing up in a completely internal issue for you. Perhaps you're dealing with conflicting desires for a family and loving relationship and to feel safe and secure internally and within a community. But at the same time, you are longing for independence and freedom to explore and express yourself. So it just says, Our Lady of Sacred Union shows up when we are working on finding a way through opposition and disharmony around us and into integration and functional behaviours. Conflict can be an essential aspect of your growth, like friction that creates sparks and fuels the fires of transformation. So it just says, this is a time, as I was saying, about seeing the duality here and understanding everyone's going to be different, and understanding that the many of the conflicts we have within ourselves is easily balanced out just by finding that inner sacred union within ourselves, that balance within yourself first and foremost, because the balance and harmony within and the union within reflects on the union on the outside. So that's what I have for you, people, and I'm going to get back to doing my personal readings now once I've calmed down. But I just had to get this message through, and I look forward to coming back later and bringing in a love message from your masculines, and which I feel is going to be even more powerful. I can't wait. But thank you all so much, and take care, and I'll talk to you all soon. Namaste.